Many Toyotas.
Hello everybody, this is Triple T or Too Many Toyotas. Today we're doing a POV drive on my 2000 Camry V6 5-speed, which the only video I have so far on the channel. This is my autocross video for it, so I guess I'll do a quick walk around on it. So it has 285,000 miles. It's been my daily driver for about a year now, a little bit over a year. Drive the Tercel a bit still yet, but mostly just when this thing's down or whatever. But yeah, it's been good to me. Everything's nice. Got a little bit of rust in the corner there, but nothing too bad. The bottom side's got a little rust on it too, and actually it needs a brand new exhaust because the basically like the flex pipe is all messed up on it. Thought I unlocked it already, but I guess not. Okay, so POV drive time, just like the old days. Haven't done one of these in a while, so let's get going. Alright, put my seatbelt on. Seatbelts so we can be safe and all that jazz. So, alright. There, a little trouble getting in reverse, but nothing big. These E153 transmissions are really good transmissions. Apparently they can hold like 700 horsepower. Toyota just barely ever used them for anything though, so it kind of sucks because they're not very plentiful. Basically, when I saw this car for sale for $1,150, I basically didn't even care what condition it was in as long as the transmission and the manual swap was good, because I can use this for my race car if it ever needs, or I can put the whole V6 in it too, actually. And it looks like the elementary school crosswalk needs to happen, so I guess we're doing this now. Anyway, so I guess we'll open this thing up a little bit and go down the muck fields. Alright. There's a car coming, that shouldn't be a problem. That's enough. I mean, you can see if there's a cop down here before you get down here, but I don't need to be going 100. People might get the wrong idea. Anyway. Yeah, this car is a lot of fun, man. You just drive around. People are really surprised when this old grandpa car gets up like a sports car and moves. You know, when you don't got that torque converter loss, and you know, it's pretty dang fast. I think it's got like 190 horsepower. Obviously it's not keeping up with any modern stuff like Hellcats or Stingers or Integra 4-doors or whatever they're calling sports cars these days. Or, you know what's really sad? I work at a Toyota dealership and I still haven't even driven a Supra. You need a special certification to work on those things, and I don't have it yet, so unfortunately I've only ever driven a Supra in a parking lot. And I'm sure I'm not going to get to drive a GR Corolla until they're like 3 years old too. I'm sure they're all going to be like some special thing where, oh, it's the holy grail, can't touch it, it's too pure. I have driven a GR Yaris on a simulator. I haven't driven a, you know, yeah, as you guys see, I really like the simulators these days, Assetto Corsa, and my friend let me borrow his PS5 and play Gran Turismo 7 for a couple days, and that was pretty cool too. Yeah, I don't think I'm shelling out the money for a PS5, but I used to be a big Gran Turismo guy. When I was a kid, me and my brother actually did the entire 24 hours of Le Mans on Gran Turismo 4. Not in one sitting, we probably left the PS5 on for like 6 or 7 days to get it done, but I mean, we did get it done. Because when you're a kid, you can just sit on the dang PS2 for like 5 hours and it doesn't matter, because I mean, there's not much better things for you to be doing. I find myself playing a lot less video games these days. I don't know, I just, whatever. I try to do other more productive things, but like I've been trying to learn Japanese recently, but I've been doing a couple other weird things. But anyway, now that we're towards the end of the video, I would like to, if you're still sticking around and you're a fan of the channel or whatever, I'm not gonna do a pull again. The clutch on this thing's starting to go out, to be honest, and I kind of don't want to beat on it too much. It's not too bad, but it's starting to slip when you really beat on it. I don't think it did that time, but whatever. Anyway, so for the last couple months, I've been like in this kind of state of limbo because on Labor Day I had a moped accident and like messed up my ACL on my left knee, and then had a surgery to fix it, and then had an infection, stayed in the hospital for a week. Then I was on antibiotics for 6 weeks, and then they took me off antibiotics for they took me off antibiotics for like 2 weeks, and I finally got back in the shop and doing mechanic work again. And then on the last day of the first week of me being back to being a mechanic, I started having this really bad throbbing pain, and it was like so bad that I could barely walk or drive my car. So I went back to the hospital, and they told me, oh yeah, we have to pull out your ACL graft because it's infected and can't be fixed or whatever. So now I'm 23 grand in the hole and have no ACL to show for it, and I can't have an ACL for a year because apparently there's infection risk with putting a new graft in right away or something. So yeah, kind of got screwed by the American healthcare system, but well, more like some doctors that don't know how to do a dang surgery correctly. But anyway, so that's been the story of my life for the last 4 months. I hope the cop that's crossing doesn't see this camera on my chest and try to pull me over. Whatever, it seems like he's fine with it. Also, that's a Kent County sheriff. He's not even in his jurisdiction. That's weird. I think the closest part of Kent County is like 10 miles from here. But anyway, so yeah, that's been the story of my life, and I figured I'd tell that story on the channel just so people know what's going on. There aren't a whole lot of loyal fans on this channel, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. I basically just have started posting what I want to post now because I don't care. I've just given up on the whole channel blows up and you make your living off YouTube thing. I just post what I want to make because it's fun, and you know, and I don't care if people think I'm into like Japanese music and stuff, because I am, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, so this has been Triple T or Too Many Toyotas signing off.